So, do you think you can explain why my sister requires my service during the day? There won't be a night if I can't sleep.
Sorry, I can't.
Did she say anything at all? She can't have possibly sent you without knowing anything.
Well, she did.
It must be fairly important to her. The only question is it something good or bad?
She only said...
Was she smiling when she said it?
No.
Then it's bad. Cel, you needed me?
Oh, you're here. That's... good. Yes, I do.
What did you see?
Well, I would like a way to change the past, but that won't happen.
What are you talking about, Cel?
A problem, to put it mildly. I try to keep my subjects safe. I would like to prevent tragedy.
Sister, tell me why I'm here, please.
You, of course, know of the terrible occurrences between Rainbow Dash and Pinkie Pie, correct?
That it was an accident, that you refused to tell the guards about.
This is why I didn't tell them.
Rainbow's element, it's... Wait. Celestia. What is that inside of it? What caused that to happen?
That is the problem. An infection that I missed somehow. But then again, Celestia rarely makes itself known. Until it's too late.
This is why you called me here. Because of this thing? Is it the same as when it happened to me?
Almost exactly. But whereas you were cured by 1,000 years on the moon, a mortal being is much more at risk.
Sister, Rainbow isn't turning into another nightmare moon, is she? She can't. Not without being an alicorn.
No, but she is experiencing the effects of dual consciousness.
She has another being in her mind? How bad is it, truly? After the attack yesterday?
From what Twilight told me in her letter, the situation is grim, seeing as the disease has progressed past the 5th iteration. Rainbow's affliction does differ from yours in one way, though. The incursions only appear in nightmares.
That's why you need me, isn't it? To purge her mind during one of these nightmares?
Yes, that would be the final goal. You are the best candidate, the only surviving patron of Celestia, meaning you are the most experienced to deal with this.
To have to deal with losing my mind again of that awful monstrosity? What if I refuse?
You will not refuse! Do you understand? I might not have the power to save that pony myself, but you do! And I will not lose another element bearer to this disease! Obviously, it is imperative that you observe what is transpiring within Dash's mind as quickly as possible. I can arrange for accompaniment to the town if you prefer that over going alone. Unless solitude is better for your skills.
I will go tonight. I will go alone. Sooner is better, right? Although, I'm not sure you're making the right choice here, putting me in contact with that thing after 1,000 years.
I understand this is hard for you, Luna, but...
Do you really? Because I don't think you do. How can you be so sure I won't fall prey to that monstrosity for the second time, or hurt Dash doing so?
I truly do understand, and I think you'll do fine.
Then explain, please, since you obviously don't care about putting me in harm's way.
Luna, if there was any other way, I would take it. But you know this disease better than anyone, and your specialty is dream sharing, which you have proven competent at many times, along with the supervision of nightmares being your duty.
If my duty, not to mention talent, is nightmares, why haven't I noticed Grimdark at all?
Celestia rarely makes itself known until it's too late, a fact I realized with you. However, Dash and her mind can still be purged. There is still time for intervention. I often say, Ruler first, sister second, putting the good of the many as our first priority. And since you have a solution, we must help. Because
they have no idea what they are dealing with.
Hey, Twilight? Just how long have we been out here? 10 years? I'm bored. And losing. To Fluttershy. How are you so good at this?
It's called patience.
It's only been 20 minutes, Spike, and Rainbow can take as long as she needs as far as I'm concerned. She has a lot to talk about. Although, I wish I knew about the no fire in the lobby policy a bit earlier.
Actually, Twilight, I had a question about Rainbow's nightmares. You said you didn't know how to fix them, and that they're getting worse, like, every night?
Yeah, I did?
Well, I was thinking about how we usually solve big problems with ourselves. And I thought that we could possibly, maybe, use the elements of harmony. Why haven't we already tried using them?
Because we... I don't know, actually.
Well, I don't see why we couldn't. I mean, we are bonded to them, so we should be able to use them.
She has a point, Twilight. You probably could make some use of the most powerful things in Equestria that you have complete control of.
I don't want to be pushy, but if Dash is having this much trouble with, being insane, we should try to help, right?
I guess we could try.
You'd do more than try. You'd be like, boom, here's the elements, and Dash's nightmares would be all like, no! And then they'd get squished, like that cockroach I found under my basket a few days ago when I sat on it. You do use the elements a lot anyway. And nothing ever stands whatever they blast out.
Well, I don't use the elements for everything, just for the important things.
There must be a lot of important things then, because think about it. There was the incident with Discord, and there was
Discord, and Chrysalis, and Nightmare Moon, and Discord again when he wrecked Fluttershy's house, and, what's his name? The Crystal King guy? Oh, and a few months ago, you used yours to make that glowy potion that you wouldn't let me touch for some reason.
The effects of that potion were for my benefit, not yours. And anyway, I'll have to check if Rainbow could even use her element on herself.
What are you going to use on me?
Rainbow!
Yeah, it's me. Listen, I have to tell you something pretty cool. And important, but also cool. You'll love this.
Rainbow, it's you!
Yeah, it's me. What's so...
I wanted to say I'm sorry for everything. How I called you terrible things and didn't listen. I'm so worried about you.
Well, this is... different. What made you decide to apologize?
Twilight.
So, you told her the story, huh, Twilight?
Well, it was more of Spike's doing, really. Anyway, talking is the first step toward fixing a problem.
And after I heard what was happening to you, I felt terrible. I wanted to say something to you, but I didn't know if you would want me as a friend after the things I said.
Funny. I thought the same thing about you guys.
Well, Rainbow, since you seem to be doing much better now, why don't you tell us what was so amazing with your talk with Pinkie?
Oh, right. Well, Pinkie is actually okay with the entire thing. I know you know that, Twilight, but the best part is that when she gets out of the hospital, what the...
Dash? Are you okay?
I don't know. I just feel kind of strange. Dizzy almost. I have kind of a headache, actually.
Maybe it's the heat. Do you need water?
You should probably sit down, Dash, if the headache is that bad.
That might be a good idea. Oh, no.
Dash, you look a little pale all of a sudden. What's going on?
Why are you here?
Rainbow? You all right? Rainbow!
Ah! What? What do you need?
Dash, what the heck? You went somewhere there for a second, and you look terrified.
Maybe you're hungry? I get funny sometimes when I haven't eaten. Come to think of it, I would like something to eat.
That's probably it. Thank you, Spike. Although, Dash, I'm not entirely sure what just happened there. You sure you're fine?
I'm sure it's nothing, Twilight. Probably just excited, that's all.
I'm just glad you're better, Rainbow. I can't imagine what it was like for you to have us yell at you like that. I'm really sorry.
It's okay. You didn't know. And I wasn't really in a position to explain myself that well. I'm just happy it didn't stay that way.
I'm glad it didn't stay that way either. So, hey, can we go to lunch? Or is that just me? Because I am really hungry since I brought it up earlier.
Nice to see you unaffected by all of this, Spike.
Of course I'm affected. It's just lunchtime. That's all. It's not like I don't care.
Hey, it's okay. I get it. I could eat too. What do you say, Twilight?
I'll go with you, if you agree to talk to me for a second on the way there, Dash. Rainbow, I don't care what you say. What happened back there wasn't nothing. You look like you saw something awful for a second, and I'm wondering if it has anything to do with your nightmares, especially since I saw first hoof what those do to you last night.
It has everything to do with the nightmares. I did see something. I saw her. And this isn't the first time.
They happened before, right? Before you and Pinkie yesterday?
Yeah, before that, and before I blacked out in my house about a month ago, and woke up surrounded by glass from a mirror I apparently put my hoof through. I see this stuff before something bad happens. Before I do something awful.
Then do you really think it's a good idea to go to lunch in town right after you saw this stuff?
I think I'll be fine enough for that. But could you keep this between us for now? The others think I'm getting better for once.
I don't think that'll be a problem. They're pretty good at distracting themselves already, to be honest.
Fluttershy? I don't know what that is, but could you just get rid of it? Quickly?
Oh, come on. He won't hurt you if you don't panic.
But I am panicking!
Thanks for doing this for me, guys. It means a lot to me.
Anything for you, Rainbow. I think all of us would agree you needed this.
I guess I did. I haven't done this in a long time. I couldn't have. If it hadn't been for Twilight, for deciding to stay with me for reasons I'll never understand fully. I'm sure.
Well, you might understand later, Rainbow.
Oh, and Spike, if it hadn't been for you and your ridiculous appetite, this meal wouldn't have happened anyway.
Spike, you want a napkin, maybe?
Do I really need a napkin, Twilight?
Well, not if you're trying to look like you bathed in gravy.
Point taken. I'll use the napkin.
It was pretty nice of that waiter to give us half off this food. Why'd he do that anyway?
I may have stared him down a little bit when I ordered, to be honest.
Using your powers for evil. Fluttershy, you surprised me. And here I was thinking he just liked you.
That may have played a part in it. Don't know why, though.
Psst. Hey, Rainbow.
Huh?
Not too occupied with this to listen for a bit?
Rainbow, were you listening? Rainbow? Dash, you're not really all there. What's going on?
I think this might not have been the best decision to come here.
Why? You're not seeing things again, are you?
No! It's just everyone else. They're watching me.
Nobody's watching you, Dash. Unless you count me, or our friends. But that's because you're acting really strange all of a sudden.
They all are. They know it's me. Look at them. It was a bad idea to come here. They know. They're just pretending not to.
Dash, what in Celestia's name are you talking about? No pony knows, alright?
Except them. And her.
Dash, there's no one over there. Just snap out of this, okay?
No, Dash.
Lunch.
Snap into this.
Better.
Listen to me for a change. You have no idea how hard it is for me to communicate with you in this way. The stress alone is horrid.
Pinkie? Is that you? Here?
No, because if I were, you might care to listen to me for once in a while. Although Twilight is right, they don't suspect you. But if they did know, what they do to you would make my little parties pale in comparison. And considering the incredibly impolite way you departed last night, I might just inform them of your involvement in Pinkie Pie's very close encounter with untimely death. Fitting, isn't it?
But how? You can't tell them if they can't see you.
But you can, Rainbow. And that's enough for me. It's always been enough for me. I've even gone as far as to tell you personally how much you mean to me. And yet all you do is hate me for it. So, I decided to treat you the same way you treated me.
The same way I treated you? I've never cut you up into little pieces. I've never tortured and eaten anyone.
Not physically, Rainbow. Mentally. You took all my best work and vilified it. Insulted me. And I took it in stride. But now, I'm done. I'm going to destroy you, Dash. I'm going to take you apart bit by bit. I'll take your image and tear it to shreds and make everyone see who's really in control of your mind.
No! No! You can't do that! You're not real! You're not there! Not real!
Rainbow? Rainbow Dash? Are you feeling okay?
Don't touch me, you freak!
Rainbow, wait! Where are you going? Dash! Hold up!
What was all that about? And where are they going?
I have no idea.
That was kind of strange.
You're telling me.
You know, that pony really looked like...
Rainbow Dash!
Huh?
Dash! Wait! Where are you going? Come back! Horse Feathers, where did she go? Dash? Where are you?
Hey, we saw where Rainbow Dash went. Think I should tell her? I think I should.
Look, just because you fancy her doesn't mean you have to get involved with whatever that was. They're both nutters, Dash and Twilight. And don't forget about yesterday, mate. Nearly lost the town candy mare.
Yeah, but all the more reason, right? I've never been able to talk to her. It's better when they're confused, right?
You and I need to have a serious talk about how to impress a girl because you obviously...
Hey, Twilight! Over here!
Ah, my point exactly, you utter pillock.
Hi? I'm kind of busy with something at the moment. I don't need a taco.
Oh, no. I just saw where your lovely friend disappeared off to.
Lovely? What? You mean Rainbow? You saw where she went, you mean?
Yes, indeedy, Twilight. And I'll tell you where she is. That is, if you can pay.
Pay? Pay what? What are you talking about?
Oh, for Celestia's sake. He's joking, miss. I know it's hard to tell. He's just impaired.
Oh, okay.
Impaired by your face, that is.
Was that also a joke?
Afraid he's actually serious about that one. Just ignore him.
It's radiant.
Oh, like I said, ignore him. I'll tell you where your friend went.
Oh, thank you. Where did she go? It's important that I find her soon.
For the answer to your question, I'd just follow the trail of wreckage your companion left in her wake. Rather in a hurry she was, I might add.
She went down Main Street then?
Right down to the library at the end of the road, which, now that I look at it, turns out to be your own home. Isn't that convenient?
Very. So, she at least thought to go somewhere quiet.
Well, there you go. Glad I could have been of better assistance than my friend here.
Hey, Twilight. After you figure out what's going on over at your house, do you want to maybe...
Oh, no. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm busy.
Are you sure? I mean,
No!
She didn't even say goodbye.
Mel. You're not a bad guy, but you talk like a complete moron. Plus, she's probably got some pony else in mind. Sorry to tell you.
Who then? How can you tell?
I don't know, mate. It would be a pretty odd relationship where she's involved. Trust me, you're better off this way.
Don't know what was up with that guy. You'd think he was hexed by something. Oh, I really hope that's steam. Rainbow, what are you up to? Rainbow? Hello? Where did you go? Looks like she's starting a fire. Rainbow Dash? You in there somewhere?
Hey, Twilight. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I've been better.
I can see that, Dash. You're in my shower. Which, by the way, why are you in my shower?
It's something that helps with the stress. Sometimes, being in water. Usually I fly through a cloud or something. But I don't want to be outside right now. I'm sorry. It was the only place I could think of.
There's no need to be sorry, Rainbow. Just tell me what's going on. What happened back at the restaurant? It scared you something awful.
Going there was a bad idea. I should have listened to you. I didn't realize it was getting this bad. I mean, I've been this bad before. Before yesterday's incident. It's hard to believe it was only yesterday, isn't it? Even though you're trying to help, nothing has changed.
I'm doing my best, Dash. Trust me.
But you don't know what's wrong with me, do you? You know less than I do. I don't know anything.
Well, yes, it is true that I don't know what's wrong. It doesn't mean I can't still look for an answer. I should have told you this earlier, but while you were visiting Pinkie today, I sent a letter to Celestia to see if she could help.
You what?
It was strictly an information venture, nothing else. To be fair, she's probably the only one who would know about something like your condition. I've certainly never heard of it, and I've looked, believe me.
You still could have asked. I don't want other ponies to know about it.
Celestia is confidential about these things. She'll understand. I mean, come on, she's been around for a few millenniums. I think she's seen worse. Now, let's get you dried off so we can talk. This house runs off a water tank anyway.
Right. Look, I'm sorry about breaking into your house and using your shower. I wasn't thinking.
It's okay, Rainbow. You're a guest, remember? I invited you in.
I'm more worried about what every pony else will think about me. Especially after that performance at lunch.
I don't think you'll have a problem, Dash. The ponies of this town don't notice squat most of the time. All except Derpy, ironically.
That's true.
So, come on. Let's talk. What was that? Did you drop that?
Sorry, it slipped.
But what is it?
I meant to tell you at the hospital. It's that really important thing I was talking about. I just forgot. Pinkie gave it to me and I kept it inside my forefeathers to keep it safe. I forgot about it until I got here.
She gave this to you?
Yeah. Why do you sound so surprised? Why is it glowing? It didn't do that earlier.
It's because it's Zirconite, Dash. This is incredibly valuable.
Why?
Zirconite absorbs energy of any type. Magic, heat, light, even emotions if they're strong enough. And it outputs all of it as usable spectra. That's why it's so valuable. It's glowing probably because it's picking up my general magic field.
Her dad gave it to her. The day she found her talent.
So, why did she decide to give it to you?
She wanted to show that she still trusts me. I don't know how she had it with her in the hospital, but she knew it was special. One of a kind. Just like I am to her. She said it was because I'll get better.
And you will, don't worry.
I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it at all. I'm not getting better. If anything, I'm getting worse. I don't know what's wrong. Neither do you. And how do we know Celestia will know what's wrong either? Pinkie wants to trust me. And I can't even trust myself. I feel like how I did yesterday. Right before I tried to kill her. That's what I tried to do. To kill her. To end this hideous stuff that's happening.
Dash.
I'm scared, Twilight. More than I've ever been in my entire life. I keep seeing things from the dreams when I'm awake. I feel like she knows when to appear. Pinkie can't trust me now. I don't know what to do.
Maybe that was the point, Dash. I think she was trying to say she believes that you will get better. Eventually. These things take time, you know? If she gave this to you to wear,
She did.
then I think you should. To humor her, as it were.
Are you sure about this?
Well, your bruise is gone for one. I think that means you're getting a little better at least.
Really? I didn't notice.
Here, let me put this on you.
I don't really wear necklaces. Or any jewelry at that.
I think under the circumstances, you can make an exception. Look, it even fits you. Just take out the slack a bit. There we go. It's not half bad, actually. I like it, if that means anything.
I can't really see that well, but if you say so,
I do.
then I'll get used to it. Maybe. Hey, Twilight, can I say something?
Anything, Dash.
Thank you for everything. You just always seem to know what you're doing. If it weren't for you taking me in yesterday, I don't know where I'd be. I actually wanted to ask you about that. Why did you stay? All of our other friends left me there. Except you.
I wanted to let you explain yourself, Dash. I told you that.
Yeah, but you found out I was completely irresponsible anyway. You've been so much more talkative to me than usual, too. Anything else, and I might begin to think that you want me here. I'm joking, of course. I want to be here.
I want you here, too.
It's funny. Even though I'm still having problems, even more so than usual, you're still here. What made you want to stay? After every pony else left me.
I just told you. I wanted to let you explain yourself, Dash.
But yesterday, I could see you were mad. Just as mad as the others. What were you thinking? Because I think it would take more than just you wanting me to explain myself.
It wasn't just wanting an explanation. And it's difficult to explain, really. The truth is, Rainbow, I couldn't have cared more about what you did. But seeing our other friends leave you in that field all alone, well, I saw in one instant that it was very possible, however impossible it seemed to me at the time, that I could lose you. For good. Forever.
So, what you're saying is that you cared more about me than our other friends?
In more ways than one, in a matter of speaking, I guess I did. Still do.
So, why did you stay?
Because losing you would be different from losing another one of our friends. Don't get me wrong. I was terrified when I thought Pinkie wasn't going to make it. But if the same happened to you, well, it's complicated.
Why is it
complicated? Because I feel bad, guilty about putting priority over my own feelings when you're this sick.
So,
I want you to get better, Rainbow. More than anything, I really do. But at the same time, I feel guilty because you're really only here because you're sick. And once you get better, you won't have to stay. And I really want you to.
Wait, you're saying... are you saying you don't want me to leave?
No, I'm saying I want you to stay. It's because... Oh, Tartars, this is too convenient.
What are you talking about?
It's convenient. Too perfect to think this happened by chance. It just had to be you. Out of all of our friends that could have caught my eye, it was you. The friend that gets the horrible aberrative condition that requires someone to trust in after every pony else left them behind. It was you. The pony that needed a shoulder to cry on, a mind to trust in completely, another to talk to be with indefinitely, to be alone with. It's you, Rainbow. And I'm the crazy one for believing it could have happened.
Twilight, I'm not sure what you're trying to say. Is this about me or you?
It's about you being different. Still am hoping that your difference is the same as what I think it is. What I mean is, you're different to me. You want to know why I stayed? Really? It's because I wanted you to be different. I wanted you to be like me.
Like you? What? Smart? Purple?
Oh, you're not getting it, Dash.
Well, you're not telling me anything. What is it? Say it.
Okay, I'll say it. I'll tell you.
Wait, hold on. This isn't something bad, right? Not overly bad, I mean.
Well, it's not bad per se, but...
Oh, good.
But you might not like it. You know? Maybe this isn't such a good idea. I don't want to give you anything else to stress about.
Twilight, come on. Look who you're talking to. I go to hell and back every night for Pete's sake. I think I can handle whatever this is.
You're sure?
Of course. I've already told you loads of unbelievable stuff. You get to go now.
Promise you won't get mad? Because this is really hard for me.
I promise.
Okay then. Here goes nothing.
What?
That's what I was talking about, Dash. I told you it was difficult for me, but I hope that...
Twilight! What were you thinking?
I wasn't... Oh, Celestia, Dash, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize...
Realize what? That you might have the courtesy to, I don't know, ask maybe? What the heck?
Dash, I'm sorry, but you said you wouldn't get mad. I thought you knew.
Yeah, and what did I ever say that made you think that? When I said I wouldn't get mad, I was expecting something a little less weird. I'm going out.
Going where, Dash?
Out. I just told you. See? Communication. Maybe if you listened earlier, this type of thing could be avoided.
Fine. Bye. Just great. Great job, Twilight. Way to ruin it forever. Because of course she doesn't feel that way. What was I thinking, forcing myself on her like that? But that was the only time where I could have done that, seeing how she acted. Why did I fall for her anyway? She's such a little jerk. See, communication, Twilight. Maybe you should keep all your feelings to yourself, because I'm Rainbow Dash, and I don't care about what you feel. I'm too busy being an arrogant, blockheaded mule. Why did she have to be so
flipping strange? Why did she decide that now is the perfect time to tell me she's a filly fooler? Not only that, she's hooked on me? Egad, Of course I left. What am I supposed to say to that? I've never dealt with something like this before. I guess I should have said something. She just surprised me, that's all. Come to think of it, I've never actually met a Philly Fooler before. I guess...
That's why I took after her this way. I don't know what to look for. And she seemed so likable at the time. When I first met her, I didn't think I'd ever be friends. She was too much like the way she just acted. So maybe it was a bad decision to push it like that. It could have been worse, I guess. I don't know how, but I hope I didn't scare her off, knowing what she's going through. It's not fair to her what I did. She could have handled it a little better, but I probably just surprised her. I hope that's all. I have to apologize. And she should too. I'll just give her some time to herself. It's only fair.
And afterward I'll say something. I was a major jerk to her. She could have broken the news a bit better, but she was probably just nervous. I guess I would be too, if I was in her place. Oh hey, her balcony. I've never been up here before. She's going to be crushed though, since I don't feel the same way. I think. Never thought about it before. Kind of flattering she picked me. Never mind. The truth is, I don't know what I feel. I'll just tell her I need to think it over.
And also tell her I really am sorry. It's okay if she doesn't feel the same way. I can understand that. I'll go with that, and everything should go smoothly. Hopefully.
She'll understand. If I don't screw everything up, it should go smoothly.
And if it doesn't, Dash?
I don't know. I think Huh? Oh, you're back.
Then you're taking my reappearance quite well. No crying or carrying on this time. I'm proud of you. Although, I have to ask, what's changed?
Nothing. You've done this before. And I know I'm awake. You can't touch me here.
You're absolutely sure about that, aren't you?
I'm not talking to you. I've had enough. Just go away.
Aww, and I came all this way to see you. Is that any way to treat a friend? Oh, wait. You don't know how to treat a friend. Especially your little squeeze, Twilight. And I thought you loved her. But you can't choose her over me, Dash.
She isn't my squeeze, but I would gladly choose her over you.
I can see that. You won't even look at me. That's not you choosing, though. I think you're just scared of me, even through this indifferent act of yours.
This isn't indifference or being scared. It's me ignoring you so you'll leave.
I love how you're so sure.
You do know you're not really there, right? That right now, it looks like I'm talking to the railing I'm leaning on? Give it up. This isn't a dream. This is the real world, and you can't exist out here.
I'm tired of this, Dash. You put on a brave face. I've always liked that. But in the end, that's all it is. A brave face. A mask. A facade. Because inside, you're quaking at the sound of my voice. I know because I am inside. Inside a dark place filled with things you fear. You won't even turn around and face me like the tough Pegasus you pretend to be.
Being the tough Pegasus I am, I don't have to prove myself to some pony who isn't even there.
Just as I thought. Just as I always knew. You're scared of me, aren't you?
I'm not scared.
Then prove it. Prove you can face your fears. I'm not real, remember? How bad could I possibly be?
Just go away.
You're a weakling. Nothing but a crybaby. A clipped-wing fallout. Wimpy little filly. Pill-pushing, soft-like Billy.
That's it! You want me to show you a brave face? Well, you're... What?
There's the face I remember. Stricken with fear and paralyzed by the sight set before you. Do you like what you see?
I don't... What happened?
Granted, this wasn't the image I would have chosen, but I knew it would have to happen sooner or later. It's a side effect, Dash. A condition set in motion from being inside your mind for too long. This image of your friend, it's beginning to corrode, to degrade, like wet bread. And it's also the main reason I'm here talking to you.
Why then? Why are you here?
I came to tell you that this complexion problem I'm having is a signal that our time together is running out.
What do you mean, running out?
I mean I'm leaving you, departing to pursue bigger and better opportunities than you ever could offer. And I'm really looking forward to that day when it arrives. You've been nothing but trouble for the entire experience. So I'll greatly appreciate watching your mind degenerate and implode on my departure.
Implode? What do you mean?
I mean death! Your mind will not survive being uncoupled. No pony's mind ever did. Except one. But she was far stronger than you. You didn't really believe you'd simply trot happily up into the sunset with your mere friend Twilight after this blew over, did you? I've taken all I can from you, and I'm moving on to another pony. Probably as hapless as you. But hey, I'm just getting myself worked up. I've got something especially fantastic planned for tonight. Or, as your stupid pink friend would say,
It's gonna be fun-erific, Dash!
that was a pretty good impression, don't you think?
Get out! And take your screwed up face with you!
Aww, did I hurt your feelings, Dashy?
Get out! I told you before, I don't want to listen to your insanity! Just leave me alone!
Okay then. I just wanted to talk.
Twilight? How long have you been there? Listen, I can explain.
Are you certain that there are no other references on the subject?
I am incredibly certain. It's my library, after all.
This does not seem like the material I have requested, Quill.
With all due respect, Your Highness, but this Semnad statica? It's an old disease, yes? So there's not much written about it. And this here is all I can find. Granted, if I had more time, maybe I could scrounge up a few more details. But seeing as you only gave me about 2 hours, it's a miracle that I found this much. Why the hurry, anyway?
I told you, it's a matter of life and death for some pony rather important.
Important enough to have me miss lunch?
Did you not hear what I said, Quill? It's a matter of...
Life and death, yeah, I hear ya. It's just that I've been in here for 2 hours with you yelling at me for failing to find information that doesn't exist.
Mind if I drop in on you two?
Princess Celestia, what are you doing here?
I am checking on my sister's information venture. No need to be nervous, Quill. How are things going?
Not well. Your sister is being difficult to work with for whatever reason. Asking for more books in one visit than Twilight Sparkle ever did during her stay here.
Would you mind terribly if I had a few words with Luna?
You can have several sentences if you want. She won't listen to me, that's for sure.
Thank you, Quill. Luna, why the mad scramble? Preparation is all for the best, but why so many books? Do you not trust yourself?
It's not anything, sister.
Come now, Luna. I know anxiety when I see it, especially in family members. You said you needed time to prepare, but this seems a bit on the excessive side, overworking our subjects like this.
I do know what I'm doing. I just want to be prepared for whatever consequence that may arise. Besides, Quill isn't the priority here. Rainbow Dash is.
Wait, Rainbow Dash? The Rainboom filly? What about her?
That's for another time. Don't worry about it. Luna, I think I know the problem you're having.
You do now, Cel?
Yes, I do. You are afraid that the disease has changed to a form beyond what you are familiar with. You fear that you are inadequate for the task.
I don't. How did you know that?
Alicorn empathy. It runs strongly with family. You have it too, you know that. But I don't need it to see that you are more than adequate to succeed in this particular quest. Come, walk with me.
You don't know that the concerns haven't changed, do you? Because they have. Remember when I said that they couldn't pick out Dash's nightmares from Equestria in general? Well, now I can feel them. Or rather, I can feel it. During the day. Cel, it's stronger than I remember. I can't deliberate Dash from the entity either. I fear that I don't have enough time before nightfall to intervene in time.
You would say that time is of the essence, then? You're saying that you need night to fall earlier?
Well, yes. I would like the night to fall, even if to have my powers returned to me.
Then it's settled. Night will fall when you need it to. I'll relinquish control of the sky early, just for today.
You're serious? Isn't nighttime at midday only a little conspicuous?
I think Equestria can, to use a popular phrase, deal with it.
Thank you, sister. I'll finish up here, I guess. I'll need you to get a few more things first.
So, pardon me, but if night is falling early today, does that mean I can have today off? After I collect Luna's books for her, of course.
Very well, Quill. You may go.
Awesome! Thanks!
Luna, when will you be ready to set the night and depart?
Soon.
Twilight! How long have you been there?
Long enough to understand.
Hey, wait! Hey, Twilight, come back, please! Where are you going?
I'm leaving you alone, like you want. You can be all by yourself if you really want to. I won't bother What are you doing? Let go of my tail, Dash.
Not until you hear me out. Just let me explain myself, okay?
I thought you already explained yourself rather well. Remember earlier?
That's not what I meant to say, though.
Then what did you mean to say, Dash? That you don't care?
You surprised me. That's all. I was just confused, Twilight. I still am. But I was hoping you could, clarify it for me.
If you were only surprised, then why did you say those things?
I didn't know how to react. You know me. I jump to conclusions. You're the one that thinks things through. What you did, well, it was the last thing I expected. But I don't hate you for it. I just want to know. Why didn't you tell me how you felt? Why did you decide to go for it?
I was scared of how you'd react. And I thought that if your answer was no, then I would at least be able to pretend that you had said yes. That you would be the one to go for it. I honestly thought you did feel the same way, though. I could have sworn.
Twilight, it's okay. But I have to ask, how would you know that I didn't feel the same way?
But you don't, do you?
No. Well, maybe. I don't know. Honestly. I mean, it seems like something I could do, but I don't know. I can't decide.
It's not a decision, Dash. More of a realization. It's okay. Really.
Come here. Listen, if it wasn't for you, I would have been left by that lake yesterday. All by myself. You're the reason I'm still around. And if that means you want to think I'm a Philly fooler, then you can. You're still my friend, and I can live with that.
You're sure you don't feel the same way? Because you certainly have a lot of sudden enthusiasm.
What?
I'm joking, Dash. You just suddenly have a lot of energy, that's all.
You're right. I actually feel really good for some reason. Really energetic. Too energetic. What's going on? I'm shaking.
I don't know, Dash.
I don't feel right. My heart is racing. Ugh. I feel sick. I'm dizzy. My legs are rubbery. Twilight, what's happening?
I don't know, Rainbow. Rainbow? Dash? Rainbow, are you okay?